Hi, hello, welcome to Vishwa Personal Finance. Today I'm going to talk about 10 living below standard tips. This is in continuous to my first video. In my first video, I have given you 5 tips. 5 tips is for golden rules for personal finance. So in that 5 tips, this is the first tips which will tell you the elaborated way of it. So this will be giving the 10 tips how one can follow the tips for living below standard. Let's go in detail of it, and I'll be taking you 10 steps, and each steps I'll be briefing you like 1 or 2 minute of it. Okay, top 10 tips. The first one are: know your monthly income and increase your income year on year. That's number one. And track your spending. That is most important. We are going to discuss more on once I completed all 10 tips in the beginning. And cut down on your unnecessary cost. Give a focus on buying a quality rather than quantity. Something like quality versus quantity. That we are going to talk more on this. Save off for purchases, pay off debt, build up your savings, train your spouse, children, friends, and family to not to overspend, and instead see saving money as favorable thing to do. Only you can fix, and your income and only you. That is most important. Always try to fix or repair what you have instead of buying a new one. It is just like see if you can able to repair it instead of just straight away go and buy the new one. These are the top 10 tips. We'll go in detail of it, the top 10s. The first one is know your monthly income and increase your income year on year. What does that mean is basically. So let me put you some brief of it. To start living within or below your means, you will first need to understand what your means are. Either this can be a calculating or money, or you can just bringing on each month how much you are bringing the money on each month. When you have determined your monthly income, the next step is will be this will become your spending limit. The goal here is not to pay more than this monthly limit, but also to allocate all the money you have coming in every month to either spending or saving. That is important. The third one in this, have a budget will really help you successfully do this. If you are motivated to live below your means, increase your monthly income can help you get you there. That is most important. And you could also consider second job or second business, building up your passive income streams, because one should start learning how to build the passive income streams. Simply putting more hours to work. Everyone will have the 24 hours of work, but just put the each hours to work passively. There are so many ways to differentiate of hustle out there, so chances are you can find that works for you. However, you decide to do this, the extra income will help you put more money aside for savings and retirement. That is most important, because savings and retirement is go hand in hand. We are going to discuss more on coming on the saving part when it comes to the points. The now in my top 10, the second I'm going to discuss, the second is track your spending. What does that mean for us? The track your spending is like the next recommendation to start living below your means is to track your spending. That is the best recommendation I can say. There are some smartphone apps that will automatically do this for you, or you can just go ahead and do it in Excel, or you can just write down in the past how we are doing it. This will also ensure do not spend more than what your monthly income allows. That is most important, and can start cut down your some unnecessary cost. So writing down manually, or use some smartphone apps, or you can use Excel sheets. These are the three simple ways you can just track your expenses. Okay, now let's go back to the top 10. In the top 10, the two we have discussed. The third one is cut down on unnecessary cost. This is one among the very important tips for living below standard. So what exactly this means is, a 100 rupees coffee at one shop and the same coffee at 28 rupees at other shops makes a lot of differences. Once in a while is absolutely fine, but if it keeps it keeps adding up quickly throughout the month of you are not in careful, it doesn't mean that you cannot ever indulge, but your daily rupees 28 probably is not helping your financial situations. Of course, you are able to bear 28 rupees one coffee per day, but it is not going to helpful if you are not keeping unnecessary cutting down the cost. Once you figure out your monthly income and have started to track your spending, you should have a better understanding of your spending habits. That's most important. So we just finished the third one. Now I'm just telling you about the fourth one. Give a focus on buying a quality rather than quantity. It's something like quality versus quantity. I always believe in this. This one was difficult for me to, because I tried myself so many bargain hunter, like but as wrote about a while ago, like when I started buying quality clothes rather than latest fashion and cheaply as possible, my wardrobe improved and I ended up saving a far more in long term. Like buying stuff which is very costly and wearing it for long, and buying the things which cheaply and wearing it short makes a lot of differences. That is on the fashion segment. Similarly for the segments in the FMCG area as well. So quality versus quantity makes a lot of differences. Fifth one, save up for purchases, because nowadays best example is and effective is way to below your means to save up for purchases. This will not only to give you the time to consider buying the something, but will also help you to out of the debt. Means when you have the money, just go and buy it. Don't buy in advance. Like I'm getting the salary next month, I'm going to buy just 10 days before my salary. That's not the way to purchase your things. Anything it matters for you. That's the wrong way of practicing it. And in that second, if you are probably tempted to big shop, like try using 3-day rule. 3-day rule is the new trending is right now, where you can purchase, you can park your purchases. 3-day rules. What does that mean, 3-day rules, guys? This means you will need to wait for 3 days after you find an item on you, which means like you find something on the mobile app where I want to purchase a big way, like 10,000 20,000 shoppings. Wait for 3 days and write down like first day 1 completed, day 2 completed, day 3 completed. Then if you actually need it for it, then just go ahead and buy it. After 3 days setup, if you still want to item, make sure to save for it. It is a larger purchase, you may need to save for a few months, but it will worth knowing that you have money for it. That's most important, right? Sixth one, pay off debt. That is most important, guys. This is a golden rule, I can say, in this number one. Pay off debt completely, because paying off debt is make you rich by default, and you don't need any kind of certifications. How it is, like let us look for an example, and it will below your means to pay off for all your debt. This includes student loans, any loans you have, like car loan, personal loan, credit card, any home loans, wherever is possible, and money that you can own just someone else. It is like if you have the debt, it is something like that you are owning money from someone else, right? You are paying some interest for them. So like that, the quickest way to pay off your debt is to only spend money on the necessity and use whatever you have left over to pay down your debts. Making more than the minimum payment each month is likely to pay off your debt quicker. Build up your savings. The seventh one. This is most important. We are ready to build our health. We are ready to make our health improvement day after day. But when it comes to financial status for individuals, this is a good practice to follow. Build up your savings. How? Emergency fund, or other savings account to rely on when you something comes and wrongs. Important or in the living below means. Building up your savings can also help you to avoid any using credit cards for financial emergency. Do not use credit card for buying anything which you don't own it. You should make a separate category in your budget for emergency and then set aside a certain amount money each month of it. Once you know how much you can afford to put in each month, try setting up the automatic transfer to automatically save the money for you. That is most important. Like keep one bank account separately for emergency fund. That is most. Do not touch forever. That's the best way you can keep it. And the eighth one, train your spouse, children's friends and family not to overspend. That is most important. And instead just saving money as favorable thing to do is money. Buying the luxury things doesn't mean that you have you are not going to spend the future one also. You have the money, just go and buy it. If you don't have money, just wait and wait and buy, like that. So this is something is very tricky to convince to the family members, but it is up to us to convince by referring all the previous my points. Let's go to the next points. The ninth one, 10th one is, trust me, this is like the easy to follow and easy to practice. Is you don't need anyone expertise on this. Okay, the ninth one is, only you can fix your income. Who else? It's only you, which means only you can fix your income and only you. So start accumulating. Live big or having fulfilling dreams has nothing to do with your income. In fact, if you are something in debt, it is very unlikely your dreams will ever happen, because you are paying for someone else, like some debt. It is impossible to fulfill your dreams. That's how it is. You need to fix your income. But that doesn't mean that you cannot use your imaginations to create a more income when needed, but definitely we can use it. But like I mentioned above, there are usually ways to person can increase their income in little ways. Much of the time, the only thing holding us back is our excuses. Okay, we'll save it next month, we'll do it next year, and something like this. So better to fix your income. Go back to your income at least every 12 months or 24 months or 36 months. Okay, well, all this my income is increasing with the inflation. You can just go back to the say what does that mean inflation. So what is the inflation rate in India in the Google. And the last one, and the least one, it is not the least one, and it is the last and good one, 10th one. Always try to fix or repair what you have instead of buying new one, which means do not buy the new upfront. Try to fix it, whether it comes to your appliances, whether it comes to furnitures, whether it comes to your computer peripherals, anything it is at home, like TV, refrigerator, everything it comes. Try to fix it. If it is not working, just go ahead and buy the new one. Like you don't need to explain too much on this because you know it very well. Buying just new things, it doesn't mean it is qualified for your richness. That's the one thing. And I like the newest and latest things, but not only as is wasteful from the environmental standpoint, it is extremely wasteful for your finances. Look at here, extremely wasteful for your finances. Besides, if you take a repair as a project, it can add a enjoyment and sense of pride to your life. So with this, I have given you the 10 tips so far that will make you living below standards one can follow. And thank you for watching.